With the name of Almighty, the most considerate and merciful. Assalamu alaikum. This is Little Lights Master Tousif, and I'm from Lahore, Pakistan. So let's start today's session. This is the third lecture on report writing, and in the previous lecture we discussed about data-driven diagrams, and today we are going to talk about non-data-driven diagrams and mixed tasks. So without wasting time, let's get straight into it. So first talk about non-data driven diagrams. Actually, there are two kinds of diagrams in this particular type. First one is the process diagram and second one is the map. Actually, the name suggests non-data driven diagram that in these kind of figures there will be no data. However, there will be some kind of figure irrespective of x and y axis, pi's, and all that. However, in data-driven diagrams, there were graphs having x and y axis, pi's, or some table consisting of values and all that. While in this particular case, there will be some kind of figure instead of graphs and charts. So in process diagram, there will be some kind of manufacturing process of product that is used in daily life. Let's say manufacturing of noodles, preparation of sugar, or manufacturing of bricks, and similarly manufacturing of cement. So and all that. So these are the kind of products that you will be given in process diagram. And in the maps, you will be given different kind of map. Let's say the map of a public park, or the map of a public school, or the map of a certain particular city. So actually there are three scenarios in case of maps. First scenario is the past past scenario, like there are two or more than two maps and all maps are representing the past time, like let's say 1950, 1980, and 2000. Or if there are two maps, 1950 is representing the first map and second map is for the year 2000. And similarly, the second scenario is past present scenario. First map would be from the past and the second map would be from the today's situation. And third scenario is present future scenario. In that case, you will get the first map representing the current situation of whatever the place is representing in the map, and in the second map you will get the expected view of that provided place, like in 2050 how would be the condition of that particular area. And in the mixed task you will get the mixture of any two data driven diagrams, like let's say pie chart with table, or bar chart with table, or sometimes line graph with table. So there will be a mixture of any two data driven diagrams in mixed task and you will have to report that. So let's start with the process diagram. Here are the two process diagrams. In most of the cases you will get only one process diagram, but in this particular case there are two diagrams, and let's see how can we write report of at least 150 words on this process diagram. The structure in writing task 1 would be the same. You will write one sentence for introduction, two sentences for summary, and two body paragraph, each containing 3 to 4 sentences. So let's start with process diagram. The diagrams below show the stages and equipment used in the cement making process and how cement is used to produce concrete for building purposes. So this is the statement and we need to paraphrase it. The diagrams, the process diagrams, or the provided figures. Then below you need to cut this word below. After that, show, illustrate, display, depict, or represent. The stages, the phases, the steps, or the number of processes. equipment, apparatus, machinery, devices, and all that. Used, utilized in the cement making process in cement production. You can also use the description of figure as paraphrasing. And how cement is used to produce concrete for building purposes, how is converted into the process of, the method of, the way of. So cement is used to produce concrete. Cement is used to produce concrete can be replaced with concrete production. For building purposes, for construction purposes, or for construction, simply construction. So this is how you can paraphrase. Next thing we need to do is to write summary. So in summary, we will write two sentences, one sentence for cement production and one sentence for concrete production. So we need to write the overall view of the provided figure. So in case of process diagram, we will mention the number of steps. First one is crushing, second is mixing, then heating, grinding, and packing. So it consists of 5 steps. So we will say that cement production involve total number of 5 steps, starting with the limestone and clay as ingredient, and after crushing, mixing, heating, grinding, the fresh cement is prepared, which is packed. This is the first sentence for summary. Then you will write second sentence like uh, after cement production, take cement, water, gravel, or sand, or you can also say take 4 different ingredients and flip them in a concrete mixer in some proportion, and after some time concrete is produced. This is the second sentence. So mixing or blending, you can use either word. Blending of 4 ingredients in a concrete mixer to produce concrete. This is the second sentence. So this is your summary, and in body paragraph you will mention you will write first body paragraph for cement production and second for concrete production. So you will mention all the processes in detail in body paragraph. You will start with, first of all, in cement production, limestone and clay act as the input, and that are passed through the crusher. After crushing process, the powder is sent to mixer where it is mixed, and following this, the powder is passed through the tube and allowed to pass from the heater where its temperature is risen, and the heated subject is sent to grinder, which is grinded, and cement is prepared, which is finally packed into the bags and delivered to market. So this is the first body paragraph, and secondly you will write body paragraph, take cement in takes 15% cement, 1/10 water, or you can also say 10% water. 1/10 and 10% are similar, and half of the amount of gravel and 1/4 sand or 25% sand, and send all these ingredients in the concrete mixer, and after processing these ingredients for some time, the concrete is produced. So this is your body paragraph. Let's see its model solution. The diagram illustrates the phases and apparatus to make cement and how cement is utilized in the production of concrete for construction. So then this is the summary. The production of cement involves 5-stage linear process. Begins with mixing raw material, culminates, ends, finishes with in packaging of freshly prepared cement. Second sentence is making concrete is a simpler process that involves mixing of 4 ingredients in a concrete mixer. So this is the body paragraph, and I have explained the body already. So you can pause the video and read these paragraphs. So let's talk about maps. So here, if we have the view on the figure, this is 1950, 1980, and 2010. So this is the first scenario, which was past scenario. So all the figures are from the past time. So let's start with the introduction. The diagrams below show the changes that have taken place at West Park Secondary School since its construction in 1950. The diagrams, they provided maps, show, display, illustrate, or represent the changes, the variations, the developments, the progress, and that have taken place at West Park School, that took place in West Park School, in West Park Secondary School. So West Park Secondary School is the keyword. You can use it without changing. Or you can also say that at a particular secondary school, at a specific secondary school. Since its construction in 1950, since it was built in 1950, or since 1950, or you can also say for the last 60 years. So for the time period of 60 years. So you can use the either word, either phrase. So this is your introduction. After that, you will write the summary in which you will mention the main changes that are involved in the map of secondary school. So houses, farmland, playground, school, car park and science block. So houses are removed, car park and science block are introduced. Farmland is removed with and replaces with the sports field. Car park is enlarged and the sports field and playground are compacted into each other. So this is your two sentence summary. So you will mention car park, science block and sports field are introduced in the first 30 years, and in the next 30 years car park is enlarged or car park area is increased and the sports field and playground are compacted. So this is your summary. After that, in this case, you can write three body paragraphs. Uh, First, explaining the 1950s map. Second, reporting the 1980 map. And third, reporting 2010 map. And each containing two or three sentences. Two sentences for this paragraph, two sentences for this figure, and two sentences for this figure. So this is your map. Let's see its model solution. The diagrams illustrate how West Park Secondary School has developed since 1950 when it was built. So keep your introduction simple and fast. Overall, the school saw significant growth, although its recreational facilities, recreational for entertainment, facility did not develop as much as its building and parking space. So the main the main changings were buildings and parking space. Here you can see in the figure, the main variation were its building. School was converted into main school building and its parking space. Here is parking space. Car park was introduced and car park is enlarged. And science block was introduced in the school building. There was a school only in 1950 and science block was introduced along with school main building. So this is your summary. After that, these are your body paragraphs. You can pause the video and read these body paragraphs. So first paragraph is for 1950 map, then for 1980, then for 2010. You only need to report the main features of all provided figure. Finally, talk about mixed task. So in this mixed task, we have one pie chart and one table. So body is very clear. We will write body paragraph 1 for pie chart and body paragraph 2 explaining the table. And for summary, which involve two sentences, we will write one sentence for pie chart and one sentence for table. So let's start with the introduction. The pie chart below shows the main reasons why agriculture land becomes less productive. The table shows how these causes affected three regions of the world during 1990s. Since there are two sentences in the statement, so you can also write two sentences in paraphrasing. Let's start. The provided chart displays, represents, or illustrates. You can use any one of these words. The main reasons of the main reason why agricultural land becomes less fertile, infertile, non-productive, barren, and something like that. Deserted, less productive is also replaced with deserted. So the main reasons, the main causes of worldwide land degradation. That's it. So the provided chart represents the major causes, the prime causes of worldwide land degradation. Full stop. Then the provided tabular chart illustrates how these causes affected three regions of the world. Illustrate the causes of land degradation in three different continents of the world in during 1990 in 1990. So this is your paraphrasing. Then you will write one sentence summary, two sentence summary, one containing pie chart and one containing a table. So in pie chart, you can see the major reason of land degradation or land deterioration was overgrazing by these animals. So overgrazing was the main reason for land degradation. This is the first sentence, and the maximum land degraded area was of the Europe. Europe constitutes the maximum land degraded area. However, the North America has the least land degraded area. And here overgrazing was the main reason, and other reasons were the minimum. So this is your summary, and finally you will write body in reporting in, and you will report all the features of pie chart in body paragraph 1, and in body paragraph 2 you will report all the features of table. Let's see its model solution. The pie chart describes the comparative statistics of four primary reasons, four major reasons in the world of land deterioration, while the table illustrates the effects of this in three main continents in the year 1990. So this is your paraphrasing. Overall, when it comes to reasons for land degradation, overgrazing garnered the highest percentage, it was 35%, while the other category received the lowest fraction, which was 7%. So Europe obtained the largest proportion of land degraded area, and North America had the lowest proportion obtained. So one sentence for pie chart and one sentence for tabular chart. This is your summary, and these are your two body paragraphs. You can pause the video and just read it out. That will help you out through mixed tasks. So this is all from today. Our writing module is completed, and in the next lecture we will be starting the another module of IELTS. So please do keep feedback in the comment section, and if you like the video, subscribe my channel and share it to your friends. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.